But yes, there is now internet in the shed. And oh no, I'm sorry. I will probably start moving my operation over to the shed. The wife and I were talking about it this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the hours of Ghost Claw Productions LLC, which is where the shed is my office. The hours are 8 to 5. 8 to 5. So Monday and Tuesday, 8 to 5. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm cutting out at noon because I got 2 shows that I do that night. Friday, 8 to 5. Saturday, no Saturday hours. And Sunday, I will be working from the shed at night. So, because the wife wanted me to make sure that I literally have work life, you know what I mean? Like work life balance. Plus, my wife is goddamn gorgeous. So, any chance I get a chance to just hang out with her and touch her and whatever, I love it. So, there's that. So, Khaleesi is in the building. So the YouTube is back up. All right. So what I was talking about earlier is this. I am having a hard time understanding because, like I said, F and Mirror even said it. These are the most miserable winners I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. You own everything. 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 But for some reason, y'all can't stop bothering the rest of us. Who does this? I need to know. Who the hell does this? Who does this? I want y'all to think about this for just a second. Have y'all ever seen a happy Trump supporter? YouTube does what it always does. Have y'all ever seen a happy Trump supporter? Just think about it. Just think about it for a second. Have y'all ever seen a happy Trump supporter? No. No, you haven't. Chaos King's in the building. Good morning, big brother. I'm going to start calling him Dean. Big brother, all chaos. Have y'all ever seen one? These are the most miserable bastards I've ever seen in my life. And I know I'm not the only one. That's the crazy part. I know I'm not the only one. These people are never happy. These people are always angry. These people are always ready to fight. These people are always talking about tough guy bullshit. The women, the MAGA women supporters are some of the most miserable bitches I've ever seen in my entire adult life. All they have in this world is that dumbass hat. What are you mad about? What could you possibly be mad about? What? You put that jackass in the White House twice. What you mad about? Out here talking about we own the libs. We own the what does that mean? What does that mean? In my almost 5 years of doing the social commentary thing, right? I have never given a shit about owning the conservatives. I gave a shit about telling you that bullshit that you're talking about is just that. Bullshit. There's no effing way you believe that stupid ass shit that just came out your throat. None. Sorry. There's no way in hell you believe that. None. You're not about to sit here and tell me that you're dumb enough to believe, you are stupid enough to believe that education is a bad thing. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. You cannot tell me this. You can't tell me you truly believe Hey, K-Jax, we try to be, this is a family over here, man. This is a family over here. K-Jax, you are part of a family now. You're a coffee bean. And coffee beans take care of coffee beans. That's what we do around here. We have celebrated when people have achieved victories. We have been there for people that have gone through things, and none of that shit is fake. We're dead ass real over here. I don't care. I maybe it's because I was raised off of three different things. I've always said my structure comes from three different things. My mother, comic books, and Prince. And I mean that. Those three have always been the biggest constants in my life. My mother being not just one of, but the strongest woman, black, white, or otherwise, I have ever known in my life. Right? But love your mom and chaos. What are we doing right now, dog? Come on, man. Don't do that. Those are it. My mother gave me guidance. She gave me the structure for which I live. Comic books allowed me to live with imagination. It helped me enhance my imagination. And Prince gave me my love of people. Right? Now, in that three, I have had people that I have looked up to. I have read books that have inspired me. The autobiography of Malcolm X is still my favorite book. Dead ass. That and Sunglasses After Dark by Nancy A. Collins. But the autobiography of Malcolm X gave me a structure about who I am as a black man in America. Right? I have read the speeches of Dr. Martin Luther King. I have listened to the speeches from Fred Hampton and Kwame Ture, a.k.a. Stokely Carmichael. I've listened to these things. So I operate on a way of, I'm good to you as long as you're good to me. I respect you as long as you respect me. But I'm also the sort of person, because again, Malcolm X and my mama, you don't F with me, I don't F with you. You put your hands on me, I'm sending your ass home. I'm sending your ass, listen, I'm dead ass. There's there's not a single bit of ambiguity about the shit. I come in there, hey, Catherine, good morning. I come in with the mentality of, I will respect you as long as you respect me. But if you put your goddamn hands on me, bitch, I'm leaving it with something. Bitch, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. Your ass going home. So, living in a world where I see more and more people being what Charlie Murphy called habitual line steppers. That's what the whites are doing right now, being habitual line steppers. Because they allowed a man to give them balls they never had. Everybody talks about, oh, it's cancel culture. No, bitch, it's accountability. It is accountability. Ain't nobody canceling your dumb ass. That's one of the most ignorant. Listen, Angry, we get it. You are not, you don't want the assless chaps, okay? Angry's over here spamming the Substack with no ACC. Now we got Yeet and no Yeet over here. We now live in a time where one of the most inadequate human beings to ever occupy any government office has given people balls they never had. Do you understand? It's not about cancel culture. It isn't. That's the stupidest phrasing I've ever heard in my entire adult life. Oh, I don't want to get canceled. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? What does it mean? Oh, something happened. I did something stupid. So now people are boycotting your store or boycotting your merchandise or telling you you're not allowed on panels or not allowing you in spaces. Bitch, that's not being canceled. That's called being accountable. That's called being accountable. And what we see with Shiloh Hendrix is a perfect example of there's no goddamn way you still believe in cancel culture. This bitch called a black kid nigger and she's still getting paid. Do you what come? On what planet could you possibly still believe in cancel culture? On what planet could you possibly believe in cancel culture? She's got money in the bank from calling a black kid, a 5-year-old black kid nigger. But you still believe in cancel culture? If cancel culture truly existed, she'd have got her ass whooped. Listen, Karma would have showed up with a pipe bomb and an FU note. Dead ass. Come on. Come on. Listen. Oh, they froze the money. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, they froze it. Good. GiveSendGo finally froze it. But do you understand if cancel culture truly existed, Shiloh Hendrix would not have left that playground with teeth. Shiloh Hendrix would not have left that damn playground with all her chiclets. That bitch should be pulling her damn teeth out of the merry-go-round today. Like right now. My name is Shiloh Hendrix. I need your help. And my molars are underneath the merry-go-round, but nobody will listen. Can you help me? Bitch, listen. If cancel culture, hold on, Michael Pruitt said, did she show up with teeth? Michael, now you understand why I love you. Now you understand exactly why I love you. Did she show up with teeth? Listen, cancel culture would have rocked her teeth out of her goddamn head. Instead, she got paid. Oh, well, you guys gave to a murderer. Let's talk about Carmelo Anthony for a second. Okay? Let's talk about Carmelo Anthony for just a second. Despite everything that a lot of people want to believe, this is a case of teaching your children to keep their goddamn hands to themselves. Carmelo Anthony did exactly what what black folks have taught our children to do for decades. You don't start a fight, but you damn sure finish one. And you mean to tell me he's the one black kid in the history of black children? Hold on. They don't care about it if they get money. Exactly. He's the one black child in the history of black children that didn't get that message. Are you out of your mind? You mean to tell me you just walked into a tent, I'm gonna stab me a white boy? No. Because Carmelo Anthony probably has parents that have taught him, you gotta work twice as hard to get half. You gotta work twice as hard to get half. You also have to remember your ass is a black kid in America, and they will pop your little ass. He's heard the stories of Tamir Rice. He's heard the stories of Trayvon Martin. He's heard the stories of Ahmaud Arbery. He's heard the stories of Michael Brown. And you mean to tell me that this kid just randomly stabbed this white boy? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Are you out of your goddamn mind? No black child in America. I'm going to say this. Clip it, put it wherever the hell you got to put it. I'm going to say this. No black child in America is putting their hands on a white kid today in 2025, knowing goddamn well he will go to the upper room. They gonna send his ass to see Kenny Loggins' Jesus. So if that kid literally had to pull out a knife to stab Austin Metcalf, it's because Austin Metcalf and his damn twin brother started it. They started it. Argue with your mama. Do not argue with me. We know in America, black folks know the worth of our children. Not to us, not to our communities, but to America as a whole. We know goddamn well a black life don't mean shit to these crackers. That's their words, not mine, just saying. We know. We teach our kids all the goddamn time. Don't put your hands on anybody. Do not ever put your hands on anybody. Don't start a fight, but you goddamn finish one. You do what you got to do to come home. If the fight starts, you do what you got to do to go home. You do what you got to do to go home, but you do not start a goddamn fight, especially with white kids, because you know what's going to happen. They gonna pop your little ass. They gonna pop you before listen, they coming in with the heat for your little black ass. You out your goddamn, you mean to tell me y'all really honestly think, yeah, he just started the fight. Bullshit. Bullshit. Black kids know for a fact, especially when it comes to other black kids, they don't give a shit. Fight, kill each other, who gives a shit? A white kid, are you out of your goddamn mind? In this country? Nah. You out your goddamn mind. You have fallen and bumped your damn head. Black kids know. I knew. Here's a story. I lived in Roanoke Ridge Apartments. Roanoke Ridge Apartments was on a hill. And it was projects, Section 8 housing, all that good shit, right? Right? So there was a kid at the top of the hill. He lived, there was a forest area, but it was on the top of the hill. There was this white kid who would sick his dog on us all the time. He didn't like us at all. I don't know why, and I don't care. Even 30, 40 years later, I still don't give a shit. He would sick his dogs on us. He would let out his Great Dane and German Shepherd and let them run through our goddamn neighborhood trying to bite us. He did this shit for months. Months, I tell you. We would walk to Mr. Z's. We'd have to walk past this boy's house. He'd let them damn dogs loose. He did this shit for months until one day his ass got caught slipping. He brought his ass into our neighborhood as if we didn't remember what the hell he did. And when I tell you, he got ran up out of our goddamn neighborhood, I am not playing. They ran his bitch ass out of our neighborhood. And when the cops came, they still got mad at us. Now, this kid has been sending out a goddamn Great Dane and a German Shepherd. We would watch him do it. He would open his front door. He'd open up, because his house had one of them damn porches that had the fencing, not the fence, but the big thing around it. So we'd have another door. We would literally watch him do it. He would open that damn door with these two dogs and would go, get them. We would hear him say it. And hear these big ass dogs come running through our goddamn neighborhood. Every time we called the cops said they couldn't do nothing. Oh, we didn't see the dogs. Oh, yeah, screen. Thank you, DJ. Oh, we didn't see the dogs. Oh, well, the dogs aren't here. Are you sure it was him? Are you sure it's his dogs? They would go up and talk to him. He's like, I didn't do it. Then his mother would come down there getting mad at us for calling the goddamn police on his little bastard-ass child. So when he brought his stupid ass down there, we started throwing rocks at his ass. We couldn't wait to throw shit at his ass. We couldn't wait to throw rocks and sticks at his ass. So then when he calls the cops, now now we all got to get on the ground, put our hands behind our backs. We were kids. I was 11 damn years old. My little sister was 10. My little brother was 7. And my other little sister was like 5 or 6. And this bastard would send them goddamn dogs down there. It would be like once a week. He'd send them some bitchin' dogs down there. But when we complained about it, nobody said anything. That's the life of a black kid in America. That's the life of a black kid in America. I told y'all the story about the first time I ever got handcuffs put on. I was 11. My brother was 7. A white woman accused us of beating up her child. And she tried to hit my little brother with a goddamn one of them little itty bitty bats that you get from bat night at a baseball game. I'll never forget the shit. It was a little itty bitty Louisville Slugger. It was brown. This bitch took a swing at my little brother, and I moved my little brother out the way. Then the bitch tried to hit me. She literally followed us up to Mr. Z's. She got one of her she knocked on the door of this dude who was a retired cop. He's harassing us. These are 2 grown-ass people. Grown. Me, my little brother, we're just trying to buy the shit that my big sister wanted us to buy because it was a snow day. This bitch harassed us in the store. The guy that owned it, Mr. Z, was like, you're not going to mess with those kids in my store. So we kicked them out. We buy our shit. He's like, just go home. When you get this, just go home. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Just get your food and go home. I said, thank you, Mr. Z. We walked out. Who should meet us? A goddamn cop car. I'm putting handcuffs. My little brother is 7. Both of us in the back seat with goddamn handcuffs on. This bitch went and got her son. Her son comes up and says, no, mommy, that's not them. The kids that had beat him up were still standing on a goddamn corner. This bitch literally walked away. The cop friend, he was, and the cop literally rode us past our house. Because, like, our house was at the top of the hill. 3404 was on the top of the hill. He drove us all the way down to the bottom of the goddamn hill, took the handcuffs off of us, told us we need to respect police, and then made us walk home. I was 11 years old. 11. My little brother was 7. 7 years old. I had the back of my head cracked open by a goddamn cop when I was 13. I got called nigger by 3 different cops. 2 white, 1 Hispanic. A 90-year-old woman accused me of breaking into cars. But mind you, I was in an all-white karate outfit. I was running home, which is what I normally do when I leave karate class. I still have the scar in the back of my head where that cop busted my shit open. This 90-year-old white woman comes down and says it's not him because the guy had black pants on and white shoes. Cops literally took me around to where my bag was dropped and all of my damn homework and shit's blowing in the wind, pulled me out, grabbed me by my collar, and said, I can blow your little nigger ass away and get a medal for it. Take your black ass home. The streets belong to us. I literally ran from that spot all the way home. When I got home, I had blood pouring all over the back of my damn karate outfit. My mother sees this. Her friend, Mr. Franklin, who's an old friend of hers, they're both in the house when I get there with all this blood on the back of my neck. I'm like, Mom, we're going to go tell the cops, right? She said, no, we're not. We're not. Because there's nothing they will do. You're going to tell me. And I was 13. Okay? I knew the rules at 13. You're going to tell me that a black kid starts a fight with a white boy and stabs him in America in 2025 under Trump? Are you out of your rabbit ass mind? That shit don't make no damn sense. That shit don't make no goddamn sense. But the whites want to believe it. The whites want to believe it. They're donating money to Shiloh Hendrix because of Carmelo Anthony. A lot of them have said it. A lot of them on TikTok have said it. A lot of them on Instagram have said it. A lot of them on Facebook have said it. A lot of them on YouTube have said those exact words. Well, you guys donated to Carmelo Anthony. He's a murderer. So you're going to donate to this bitch who called a 5-year-old black kid nigger. And did you hear what she said when she did it? Did you hear what she said when he did it? If he acts like one, I'm going to treat him like one. That's a 5-year-old kid. That's a 5-year-old. Our children, black children, are not allowed to be children. They're not. Sorry. They're not. My mother kept me home from school one day. I was in junior high. It was my 7th or 8th grade year. No. It was my 8th grade year. I get up because mom got up at like 5:45 to go to work. So she would wake me up. I was the oldest. My big sister would already have gone to work. She would wake me up. And she said, "You ain't going to school today." Huh? What do you mean I'm not going to school? You're not going to school today. Why? A black kid shot a cop. Now, he didn't kill the cop. Didn't kill him, but he shot him. Hit him in the vest and everything. When they made the description of this kid, he looked like me. He looked exactly like me. 5'10", between 125 and 145 pounds, which is what I was. Black kid with, they didn't even describe his hair. They just said black hair, brown eyes. But that description was so scary to my mother that she didn't want me to get hemmed up, so she made me stay home. I stayed home from school for 2 goddamn days until they caught the son of a bitch. This is the life that black folks continually talk about that white folks are calling fatigue. It's not fatigue. You're just not listening. It's not fatigue. You're just not listening. Dead ass. It's not fatigue. You're just not listening. And the craziest part about it is over the past 10 years, and I'm gonna attribute this to the rise of Donald Trump. Okay? I'm going to attribute all of this to the rise of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a racist son of a bitch. He is a racist piece of shit. At this point, it should be goddamn obvious. There shouldn't be a debate. Is he racist? Bitch, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And this was not a secret when that son bitch started rising to power in the first place. Listen to what he said about Native and indigenous people when it comes to casinos. Go look it up. It's on YouTube. Look it up. He is misogynistic. All of those trad-wife white women, you are falling into a trap set by a man who has never been faithful to any woman he has ever been with. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back, bitch. Argue with your mama, do not argue with me. That man has never been faithful to a woman, period. But he's talking about, when I come home, it's fine, KJ. When I go home, if the food's not ready, I'm going to get mad. Who are you? Who are you? There's credible evidence that he sexually assaulted his first wife. Credible evidence. Sorry, you argue with your mama. Do not argue with me. It is credible evidence that he wants to bang his daughter, Ivanka. Tiffany, not so much. He cheated on his first wife with his second wife. Cheated on his second wife with his third wife. Cheated on his third wife with a porn star. Does that sound like the sort of alpha man that you want in your goddamn house? He can't even keep his dick in his pants. But y'all want him as a husband? He's narcissistic. I'm sorry. Thank you, Taz. Multiple porn stars. Multiple. But this is the sort of person that you want to put in power because it finally gives you the opportunity. I'm talking about the whites because in 3 presidential elections, the overwhelming majority of white people, men and women, have voted for that man. Now, does that mean all have? No. But you should, those of you who did not vote for this man, those of you who are not on this pro-racism shit, you should already know. I shouldn't have to tell you if it doesn't apply, let it fly. These are thoughts that your ass has had. I'm gonna talk directly to the white coffee beans. You know everything I'm saying is true. You know it. You have felt it in your bones. You have seen it with your own eyes. You are concerned about it. You are. They like to put the face of a black person on it, but truthfully, other white people see this shit. Kimberly Stevens with the $5 super chat. I saw a farmer on Don Lemon yesterday said he's being declined for a loan. 4th generation farmer. White people know for a fact importing those goddamn South Africans while literally forcibly deporting these quote unquote illegals. Y'all know goddamn well that's wrong. Y'all know it is. Y'all know it is. This is being done. I'm going to say it. This is being done in your name, not mine, not black folk or brown folk or native folk. This ain't being done by us or for us. It's being done by people that look like you for your benefit. Now, hi, Izzy. You can hear me now. She said to me, we got through the first one. How could a bag can be? And no, I've yet to talk about this because I'm trying not to rock the boat. K-Jax, rock the goddamn boat. K-Jax, rock the boat. Rock the boat, please. Please rock the boat. Exactly. Thank you, Michael. And it's also being done to you. I need y'all to understand something. Racism doesn't just hurt those of us in marginalized communities. It hurts white people too. It does. Racism takes a toll on white people. It does. Because think about all the advancements we could have had it not been for the racist mentality of white people. I love bringing up Truman's idea of UK-style universal healthcare. I love bringing it up. And there's a reason. I love you, Deborah lady. I love you. I love bringing it up because of this. Every person listening, every person watching, you will inevitably have to go to the hospital for something. Whether it's a stub toe, diabetes, or cancer, inevitably you will have to go to the hospital. All right? You are going to be paying exorbitant prices, whether it's your insurance covering it and then you having to pay the premium, or whether you don't have good insurance and you end up having to come out of pocket. You will inevitably have to pay some exorbitant fee for healthcare. Now think about this for a second. If Harry Truman, was able to implement UK-style universal healthcare, you wouldn't have to worry about that. You wouldn't. Why do we not have it? Quite simply, and you can look this up because it's true, the moment a bunch of white folks found out that universal healthcare covers everybody in the United States, and that includes black folk, they rejected it. Oh my God! They rejected it. even when it's good for you, if the Negroes get it, they don't want it. They did that to you. They kept a hold of this ridiculous, ignorant ass belief in the superiority of white people so much that they did not want, quote unquote, freeloading Negroes to get universal health care like they could. And we have never had it since. I talked about this in my speech in Kentucky this past week. Poverty don't give two shits about your race. You have never seen poverty go, I'm going to hit the blacks harder than I'm going to hit the whites. Poverty don't give a shit. Poverty don't give a shit. Sugar sandwiches in the holler taste just like sugar sandwiches on the south side of Chicago. Because poverty don't give a shit. But you would think that if we're fighting poverty, we want everybody to fight it. Deborah, lady with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate that. Poverty don't give a shit. But why is it when it comes to helping the poor, whenever somebody wants to stop that, they put a black face on it? And a bunch of white people say, yeah, get those freeloaders. I don't want to be paying for your lobster and scrimp. There are white people that are poor as hell, and they need that government assistance. Explain to me how that is good for you. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? We got a lifeboat. Right? I am literally paddling the lifeboat. Your dumb ass is over on the other side of the lifeboat, drilling holes in it so that water gets in it. Bitch, you gonna drown too, stupid. But when you want to get rid of something, you put a black face on it. Affirmative action has helped more white women than any other group. But when they wanted to get rid of affirmative action, what face did they put on it? A black face. A black face. Please think about that for just a second. This is something for white women. The frustration with women of color across the spectrum with white women is this. Y'all don't think y'all are a minority, but you are. I'm sorry to tell you this. You are a minority. Yeah. You might think standing next to white patriarchy will protect you. It won't. It will not. Losing your body autonomy, losing the ability to control your own body, what goes in it, what comes out of it, what you do with it, is literally showing you that you are a minority. You over here with the rest of us. And yet, for some reason, when white women vote, not the majority, not the whole, but the majority of white women vote as if their ass is not standing in one of those protected ass groups. I don't know. Somebody help me make that make sense. They sold you the lie that abortion was stopping black women from aborting their black babies. They gave you some of the most astronomically stupid ass numbers you've ever heard in your goddamn life. It was other white women that tried to sell that shit to you. And guess what happened? They took your right to control your body from you because they put a minority face on it. White men, for whatever goddamn reason, you seem to believe that if you work harder and harder and harder and harder, somehow you're going to be up there with the elites. you will never be up there with them goddamn elites. If your father was a hardworking man and died with debt, if your grandfather was a hardworking man and died with debt, if your great grandfather was a hardworking man and died with debt, bitch, what makes you think you're gonna be different? What the hell makes you think you're gonna be different? What could possibly make you think that your ass is gonna be with them? You're not. You never will be. Understand this. You never will be. And yet you vote as if you will be. And in the process of this, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable, you will do. Poverty is kicking your ass. Working for nothing is kicking your ass, but you still believe that you're better than black folks. Every day, especially, I'm going to just use the past 5 years. Every day, I open up TikTok or I'll open up Instagram and I will see people who are literally the living embodiment of that LBJ quote. Every goddamn day. I have not opened TikTok. I'll use TikTok. I have not opened TikTok one time and have not seen examples of exactly what the hell LBJ talked about. There hasn't been a day. That LBJ quote is simple. If you can convince the poorest white man that they're better than the best black man, they will not see you picking their pockets. Give them someone to look down on, and they will empty their pockets for you. Why? Why do a lot of white folks continue to live up to that slogan? I don't understand it. Shiloh Hendricks is a perfect example of that. This bitch ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but she just got thousands of dollars for calling a black kid nigger. She thinks she made it. She thinks she's made it. They froze the money. As well they should. As well they goddamn should. That is money for nothing, for real, for real. That is money for nothing, for real, for real. And it's like, black folks look crazy when we talk about this. Brown folks look crazy when they talk about this. Native and indigenous people look crazy when they talk about this. There have been whole ass dissertations on white folks clinging on to racism. Type it in. Just type it in. The reason I don't believe in the idea of class solidarity is because there's one group that will continually let us down. White people. Now, again, you know who I'm talking about. If you're a white person listening to this right now, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about? This is not a shock. You know these people. You eat with them. You've partied with them. You've drank with them. You've talked to them. They've helped christen your kid. They've been there at your wedding and shit. You know these people I'm talking about. They are a detriment to any sort of class solidarity because they're still holding on to this idea that they're better than people. Meanwhile, poverty has not changed. It hasn't. It has not. Poverty is still poverty. Medical debt is still medical debt. Medical debt is still medical debt. The fact that there is no place in the United States that you could rent or buy just on minimum wage in America. These problems are universal. There's a universality to everything I just said. White people suffer from this shit as well. I made a video once where I said, guys like, well, how come there's no coverage when a white person is killed unjustly by police? Because white people ain't saying a goddamn thing. If there's a white person right now who has the stories that I have about interactions with the police, why ain't you saying it? Why aren't you saying it? You should be out on social media screaming from the rooftops. I talk about Daniel Shaver, whose wife is on TikTok. I talk about Tony Timpa. Daniel Shaver and Tony Timpa's family reached out to Black Lives Matter to protest for them. I talk about Garrett Foster. Sheila Foster is a good friend of mine. Sheila and I text all the time. Sheila Foster lost her son, who was the caregiver to his fiance, who is not quadriplegic. She lost her limbs. He was her caretaker. He was at a protest, a Black Lives Matter protest in Austin, Texas, where Daniel Perry, who is a racist, let's just get these, let me give you the particulars about Daniel Perry. He's a racist and he's a pedophile. Right? This son of a bitch drives, while he was Ubering, drives to this protest, gets in the middle of it, basically tries to hit people. Daniel Foster, not Daniel Foster, Garrett Foster, who has his AR-15, legally, I might add, approaches the car. Doesn't approach it with the weapon out. He just approaches the car. Daniel Perry shot and killed this man. Killed him. Edo, be safe, brother. Love you. See you in the morning, man. Killed him. A jury of his peers convicted Daniel Perry of first-degree aggravated murder. They gave that man 25 years in prison. And then goddamn Greg Abbott pardoned him. He's walking around today, with access to weapons and a murderer. I talk about these things. How come more white people ain't? Talk about them all the time. Talk about them all the time. If white people being killed unjustly at the hands of the police are a problem, then why ain't more white people talking about it? The biggest lie that has ever been told to Caucasians in this country, the biggest lie, I'll tell you right now, the biggest lie that has ever been told to white people is that rugged individualism bullshit. I said exactly what the hell I said. I even said it. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The biggest lie ever told to white people was rugged individualism. The biggest lie. Because you know what rugged individualism did to you? It literally cut you off from people who are in the same struggle as you, people who, if you band together, you could get better, but you won't. You won't because of rugged individualism. You sprinkle what LBJ said on top of some rugged individualism, you have why white people are effed up today. It's a simple math equation. Simple ass math equation. Sprinkle rugged individualism on top of, if you can convince the poorest white man that they're better than the best black man, they will not notice you picking their pockets. And you have exactly why white people are tripping out today. They call it black fatigue. It's not black fatigue. You are now understanding that your ass ain't worth the shit. You are a commodity. You are a commodity. Common sense would tell you that what Shiloh Hendrix did to a 5-year-old was wrong. You don't donate money to that shit. You smack the shit out that bitch. That's what you do. You don't donate money to her. You smack the shit out of her. Common sense would tell you, teach your children to keep their goddamn hands to themselves, and you won't end up in a situation. But you don't. You don't teach your kids that. Then you get an Austin Metcalf. Common sense would tell you, you don't celebrate a murderer. But they don't use that common sense. That's why Kyle Rittenhouse was given a hero's welcome at CPAC. What in Kyle Rittenhouse's 18 years of life did he ever do that deserved the round of applause and the cheers and the smoke bombs and shit at the Conservative Political Action Conference? Make that make sense. I need you to understand this shit. It has thank you, George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman at one point was signing, and I mean this, go look it up. It's disgusting. George Zimmerman, whose only claim to fame is he shot Trayvon Martin and killed him after following him, even though the police told him not to. At one point, and I'm so serious about this, George Zimmerman was signing autographs on bags of Skittles and cans of Arizona iced tea, which were the two things that Trayvon Martin had on him the night he was killed. Common sense would tell you that's disgusting. But apparently, yes, Izzy, he was. I'm not, Izzy, I wish I was making that up, but I am not. I am not. I wish I was making that up. I'm not. He sold the weapon that he killed Trayvon Martin with for $50,000. 50 grand. Common sense would tell you to shame that man. But no. No. It does not. And this so-called black fatigue that white people are feeling isn't from anything black folks are doing, is except for the fact that we're telling you, you've been sold a bill of goddamn goods. You can, I don't mind people saying that I'm a race baiter. That just makes you a race fish. I don't give a shit. That's funny. I don't care. But we are trying desperately to get you out of the mentality that you are better than us. That's what we're trying to do. You can hate it. You can have quote unquote black fatigue, but that's what we're trying to do. At no point in American history have black folks ever wanted to rule over white people. At no point. At no point. We don't want to rule. We don't want to get revenge. We don't want to get revenge for slave. You know what we want? For you to act like your ass is a part of a goddamn collective. That's exactly what the hell black folks want. We're not trying to rule. We just want to have the same American dream that you keep talking about. That's what we want. Nobody wants to rule. What is this shit? Oh, we gonna get revenge for slavery, bitch. We are not even thinking about that. But we get tired. We get physically, emotionally, and mentally tired of having people that do not give a shit about us tell us about our shit, especially when your house looks like that. When your house looks like that, where George Zimmerman can sign cans of Arizona iced tea and bags of Skittles after he murdered a kid, where Kyle Rittenhouse can be treated like a conquering hero for murdering two people, when Daniel Perry can get his rights back after murdering a person, where Daniel Penny can be invited to a goddamn football game with the president-elect and the vice president-elect. We want you to fight that. We want you to fight the systems that would make that even rational. We want you to literally fight against that shit. Nobody wants to rule. We just want you to change that shit. We want you to stop looking and saying all the sins that you see within the black community when the same sins are in yours. Drug abuse, it's there. Sorry. Violence, it's there. Sorry. Poverty, it's there. Sorry. Government assistance, it's there. Sorry. We want you to stop acting like somehow we're unique. We're not goddamn unique. And neither are you. You're a goddamn human being. Again, I go back to what I have been fighting for since day one. Human rights. This is on this mentality of white folks is it permeates both sides of the political aisle. So you want to talk about Republican and Democrat, it's both there. It's both there. Sorry, it is. It's in every goddamn community, everyone. The LGBTQIA plus ain't safe. Sorry. Gay white men will screw up everything. They will screw up everything because it always has to be about them. It's in every institution, police, corporate, entertainment, law, military. It's there. It's right there. And rather than getting mad at us, yep, Daniel Penny got a presidential visit and a made-up six-figure job for choking a man to death. For choking a man to death. It's in the church. Thank you. Thank you, Mocha. It's definitely in the church. It is so ingrained in Christianity in America today. That whole institution has to be scrubbed. If you want to keep it here, fine. But you're going to have to clean that shit up, bruh. Because it's so ingrained in Christianity, it ain't even funny anymore. We literally just want you to act like a human being. But every day we're told to stop talking about it. Every day we got to have Martin Luther King's bones waved in our goddamn face. Do you know how effed up that is? Could you imagine if black folks did the same thing and dug up LBJ and dug up JFK's bones and waved them in your face? Every day we're told, get over it. You were never a slave. I was never a slave. Bitch, nobody cares about that shit. Everybody want to get in DeLoreans. White people are the biggest purchasers of DeLoreans that go back in the future. Anybody talking about that? Ain't nobody talking about that. You want to talk about the 100 years between 1865 and 1965? We're there. Because that's where most of this bullshit was formed after Reconstruction. The fact that the Black Panther Party is looked at as a militant group and it's scary, but the Klan is still here? That's a white people problem. That's a white people problem. That isn't our problem. All we're doing is going, hey, see that shit over there? Hey, you see that? Hey. You see that shit over there? That's all we're doing. We're not trying to get you to change the past. We don't give a damn about your guilt. What we want more than anything is change. Fixing this shit. Challenging the people in your life that gave you this shit. And there's no way in hell you can ever say that we're getting better because the Patriot Front's still out there. The Patriot Front is still out there. A bunch of white boys in mask and khaki pants. The blood booty moon people with the red and black with the swastikas. You can't tell me racism is over. Them some bitches is out there. There was this dumbass white woman on TikTok that said racism died with Gen X. Bitch, I'm Gen X and I'm telling you it ain't gone. The hell are you talking about? Thank you, Michael. The Heritage Foundation is still there. The remnants of the John Birch Society, which was filled with nothing but racists. You got to be out your goddamn mind. It has permeated everything. It has literally got its fingers in every single solitary thing. Yet us talking about it is the problem. Since when? Since when? When the hell did that happen? Tracina, thank you. Moms for Liberty. No, I'm gonna say what I said in the video yesterday. There's not one single country that is a good country that bans or burns books, bitch. I don't give a damn. Argue with your mama. If you are banning books or burning books after banning them, bitch, you are not a good country. You're not. No country that's ever banned books was a good guy. Not a one. Name me a country that's ever banned books and look at them. Were they good? Hell no. Hell no. Never. It ain't never happened. If you banning a goddamn book, you're not a good country. And Moms for Liberty is walking around here, the what do they call them, the minivan Taliban? Just banning shit. Ah, that book's bad. We got to get rid of it. You hear people using letters. CRT, DEI. It means black people. It means black. I'm sorry. They don't want you to understand the concept of, hey, this is history and we weren't good. Now it's got to be CRDI. What? CRDI. What the hell does that shit mean? Critical race DEI theory. What is that? And it comes, see, the detriment towards black, brown, native, and indigenous people, it's already been done. We've survived this shit. And somehow managed to thrive in it. From Ryan Coogler and Sinners to me in this show. We understand the game. We understand the game. We just play within it. We make our own ways. What did Jay-Z say? I came to a fork in the road and went straight. That's us. We're survivors of the shit. But it's still detrimental to white people. Whiteness is detrimental. Let me say that one more time. All right, let me give you an applause to that. Whiteness is a detriment to white people. Whiteness is a detriment to white people. It hurts y'all more than it ever hurted us. What else could you possibly do? Death, to be black in America is to know that death is always around the goddamn corner. DJ with the $20 super chat. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. To be black in America is to understand that death is always around the corner. Whether it's death by law enforcement, death by racists, death by white supremacists, we understand the game. We got it. We got it already. We understand it. We have literally told ourselves This is the shit that could get us killed. We're going to do it anyway. But whiteness hurts white people more because you never get what you truly deserve by holding on to it. You don't at all. What has whiteness truly given you? I want that to be the thought of the day. What has whiteness ever truly given you? Now you can ask the same question, well, what has blackness given you? You know what blackness has given me? A sense of purpose. I understand that when I sit in this chair, I represent Martha and Robert McCormick. I represent Belinda, Elizabeth, Robert, and LaQuisha McCormick. I represent Thomas Jr., Sinjay, Brendan, and Asia. I represent Kenny, Desmond, Raza, and Shaylee. I represent every one of my grandchildren. I understand that my voice will carry. It inspires people, black, white, and otherwise. I take this shit seriously. That is what blackness has given me. I don't do none of this shit for fun. I'm not in it for a profit margin. The super chats I get, it goes into a bank account that helps the company. That's exactly what it does. It helps the company. It's not, oh, look at me. Oh, I'm so great. No. It is simply a matter of I literally need to get people to understand that the fight is literally all of our fights. That's what blackness gives me. That's what blackness gives me. I have people like DJ. I have people like Chaos. I have people like Taz that keep me on that righteous path. That's what blackness has given me. But what has whiteness really truly given you? What has it really truly given you? A false sense of superiority? That shit don't work. You didn't build that. An idea that you work harder than everybody. You out of your rabbit ass mind. No, you don't. The pictures of those migrants, those Mexican migrants from the southern border, those pictures of them doing roofing, those pictures of them laying asphalt, those pictures of them doing yarding, gardening and shit. Can we not with $1.99 super chat? Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what I'm talking about. The pictures of the videos of those people working their asses off shows you that a work ethic is there. Black folks have a work ethic. Brown people have a work ethic. Native and indigenous people have a work ethic. Asian and Pacific Islander people have a work ethic. Your work ethic does not make you special, bitch. It just makes you one of the working class. So whiteness didn't give you that one. What else did it give you? What else did it give you? Oh, well, I know that my money goes to support people. Bitch, that's called empathy. And that is the thing that bothers white folks the most. It's an empathy thing. You see, Donald Trump doesn't have any empathy for anybody but himself. No empathy, no sympathy for anyone but himself. And in the process of that, he has made it acceptable to be as selfish as white folks want to be. He's made that perfectly acceptable now. It used to have to hide in the goddamn closet. It used to have to hide in the closet. Now it's out in the open. It's free. Hey, look, there it is. But that's not progress, kid. You understand that? That's not progress. That is not progress. To be a selfish human being is not progress. It isn't. And to be selfish in a way that harms you more than it harms the people you hate is just stupid. It's just stupid. It serves nothing. It gives nothing. It multiplies nothing. And at the end of the day, you're hurt more from it. Lee Atwater said it. Lee Atwater said it best. The Lee Atwater nigger speech is something I think every white person should listen to. Every white person. If you have never heard it, go look for it on YouTube. Just type in Lee Atwater speech. That's all you got to do. You should listen to that very closely. That mentality is what is killing your white ass right now. Can we not just go to YouTube and type in Lee Atwater speech? Lee Atwater. What is it? ATWA Atwater. It's Atwater, man. Atwater. Every white person should listen to that speech. There is the cost of your racism. There, that speech is the cost of your racism. It is. That speech in a nutshell. Your segregationist ideas is exactly what Lee Atwater was talking about. And that is what's killing you. Please understand, listening to black folks talk about history is not hurting you. Listening to black folks talk about current events is not hurting you. Shiloh Hendrix getting money is hurting you. Yes, it's from the 80s, yes. I think 70s, 80s, yeah, it's from the 80s. Shiloh Hendrix is a symptom of what Lee Atwater talked about. All these white women all over TikTok talk about how hard it is for them to be white and they're tired of talking about it. That is some Lee Atwater shit. That is the fullness of what Lee Atwater talked about. Because these white people are going to cling on to that goddamn whiteness and it's going to kill them and it's never going to make anything good for them. Never. It will never. Understand something. There are certain seeds that you put in the ground that grow. And there's certain seeds you put in the ground that it harms the grass, it harms the soil, it harms everything around you. Whiteness is that seed. Putting it in the ground has hurt you more than it's hurt me. I am a 53-year-old black man in America. I never forget that. All these dudes, all these black dudes you see hooking up with white women, they have forgotten the lessons that were taught to us by our forefathers. They have forgotten the lessons that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Stokely Carmichael and the Black Panthers fought against. But more than anything, Michael said, I can't watch When They See Us on Netflix. But Michael, and I understand why you can't, because it's a hard read, it's a hard watch, but you have to. Because that's what's killing you. Whiteness is a gift you did not have to earn that is worth absolutely nothing. It is worth nothing. Blackness is what gave a lot of black folks drive. The successes you see ain't got shit to do with the color of our skin. It has to do with the history that we carry. The history we carry and the responsibility to those people that did those things that got us here today. Whiteness, there is nothing. Nothing. You lose your heritage with white. You understand that? You're not white. Your history starts in Germany or Russia or Scandinavia or England. It doesn't start white. White was some shit you got when you got here. Hey, you're white now. It robs you of your richness, the richness of your history. It robs you. Sorry, don't say it again. It robs you of your history. Whiteness robs you of those familial bonds that would show you how strong of a working class person you are, and it would allow you to see other working class people as your brothers and sisters. People call it socialism or communism. No, it's common decency, empathy. I, as a black man in America, I don't want to see a white kid starve. I don't. I don't want to see a white kid unfed. I don't want to see a white kid uneducated. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. That is the empathy inside of me. Okay? That's the empathy that I carry from my mother and father and my grandfathers and my grandmothers and my great grandfathers and my great grandmothers. That is the shit that lives within me. The empathy to know that if I'm talking to you, you will tell that to your white child, to give your white child the understanding that they are part of a fight. I have empathy. Khaleesi said, I once had someone ask, why am I so resilient? This is the crux of the issue. What would have destroyed other black people thrive because we have to? Exactly. White people have always created the system. That's why I don't believe in that reverse racism shit. You can't sell me on that bullshit. I know the prices. Bitch, I ain't invent that shit. Nobody that looked like me invented racism. Racism came with race. Race came with the idea of separating poor white folks from poor black folks. You were a poor Irishman. They made you the overseer of black slaves, but guess what? Your ass wasn't getting paid either. They put you on slave patrols. You got an Irish man, a German man, an Italian man on slave patrols, trying to hunt down other poor ass people. Guess what? Your ass is poor too. You're making shekels, shillings, nothing. But when they saw that those white folks, those Italians and Irish and Germans and what have you, are starting to look at their situation going, wait a minute, we ain't no different than their ass. We ain't no different than their ass. Let's start talking. When that shit happened, they gave you the most worthless thing you will ever have, which is white. A gift that does not replicate. A gift that does not serve any purpose whatsoever. A gift that stops you from understanding where you truly come from. You're not white, you're Irish. You have a lineage that goes all the way back to the Isles of Ireland. Potato famines, abuse by the British government, having to flee your own country to come here, being treated by the white majority in this country like black folk. You're not white, you're Irish. You're not white, you're German. Same thing, fam. Same thing. You're not white, you're Italian. They used to called you every name in the goddamn book. And yet you survived, you thrived with your own identity, with your own background, with the stories and the history that comes from Italy or Germany or Ireland or Russia or wherever. They gave you white. You sacrificed all that for white. Now look at you. They basically handed you an IOU and you wasn't getting no money from it. It's an IOU that ain't worth shit. So I'm going to leave you with this. To everybody who isn't a white person that listens to this show, y'all already know the assignment has never been clouded to you. You know what the assignment is. Thrive, survive, and make the world better as you do it. You've always known this. Our greatest leaders have told us this. Our greatest movements have told us this. Every time somebody that looked like us stood up for civil rights, the assignment was already there. The civil rights movement gave birth to Black Lives Matter. Do not ever think otherwise. So if you are not a white person, you know what the assignment is. You know what it is. If your heritage is Spanish, if your heritage is Mexican, if your heritage is whatever, you already know the assignment. You have been a part of this. White women, you need to understand something. You are in a minority group. Solidarity with your brother, with solidarity with your fellow sisters from marginalized communities should have been an automatic. There shouldn't have been any feminism without solidarity amongst. White women should be out there fighting just as hard for Black lives as everybody else does. You should have. Because you understand, as a mother, motherhood doesn't change with race. Motherhood is motherhood. You love your children just as much as black women love their children and Hispanic women love their children. So when you see a child being hemmed up by ICE, that should piss you off as a parent. Even if you don't have children, even if you're a white woman that does not have children, you understand the empathy that comes with being a woman. That shit should piss you off. You should reject the idea that your virtuehood has to be protected at all times. No, you get your hands dirty. You can knock back some shit. You can put some people into slumber. You're not a dainty flower. You're a goddamn human being. You should act as such. But to white men, the only way to dismantle rugged individualism is you. The only, and let me say this one more time. I'm gonna even give myself an applause for the studio audience. The only way to dismantle rugged individualism is white men. The only ones that can get rid of rugged individualism, can break the mindset of rugged individualism, can reject all that rugged individualism has given them, is white men. It cannot be anybody else but you. You're the only ones that can do it. None of us can. Because rugged individualism is how white supremacy and white patriarchy have been put and propped up. It ain't got shit to do with us. Now, as a man, I understand I have male privilege. I understand my voice will carry 10 times louder than a black woman. I understand that. I know it. So you know what I do with it? I use it. When a smarter, better, stronger, more elegant black woman wants to speak, my black ass sits my dumb ass down and shuts the F up. I don't run that shit. She does. I'm her backup. Imagine me, a black woman is up here giving this fiery ass speech. White people are getting mad. Black people are getting happy. I'm standing behind her ass like this. Yeah. Say it again, sister. There's my male privilege. That's how I use my male privilege. White men are the only ones that can dismantle this shit. You're the only ones. The way you dismantle it is by first understanding that you have benefited from it. When you hear the words white privilege, stop getting upset. You're focusing on the privilege part instead of the entire phrasing. Nobody is saying that your life has not been hard, that there hasn't been difficult, that you have not had struggles. Nobody is saying that. What they are saying is you've never had to worry about the burden of being a black person in this country. I have male privilege, but I'm still a black man. Guess what? I am carrying the legacy of the shit you never had to face. Rugged individualism you have to shut that down. You got to reject it. And you got to reject it amongst the other white men that you hang out with. When you're kicking back beers and listening to country music, you need to be telling them, man, you know there's some black folks doing the same thing right now. Oh, yeah, but we work harder. No, we don't. Bitch, we're all equally working hard. You find a white man with a minimum wage job that's still on that white supremacy shit, ask him a question. Can you afford an apartment on your damn rent right now? On the pay that you get from this minimum wage job, can you buy a house? Can you afford an apartment? No. Then, bitch, guess what? You over here with the rest of us. Reject that shit. Check it when it comes up. Use the fact that you are a white man and America was catered on, created by, and centers white men to tear this bitch down. And the thing you will have to work on the hardest, the thing that will trip you up, the thing that will bother you, the thing that it will be very, very difficult for you to truly embrace is empathy. White men and empathy, them shits is like two ships that keep passing each other in the night. White men and empathy. Michael even said it. Reject. Well, there's 27 Mexican people in that one bedroom apartment. Stop that shit. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. When you hear shit like that, reject it. That's where the empathy comes in. That's where the empathy comes in. Reject the idea that you are simply better because you live in a world or live in a country where freedom and liberty mean something to you. Freedom and liberty are as worthless as whiteness, as worthless, because you have no freedom. You got to work twice as hard just to be able to afford to put food on the table. You have no liberty. Yeah, you can own a weapon, but you can't tell your government, kiss my ass, especially not now. You have to find that empathy inside of you. The antidote to Lee Atwater is empathy. To understand that the working class is the working class, and we will never get better if we're all individualized. You got to reject it, man. Got to. So I will leave you with this. Whiteness is worthless. Shiloh Hendrix is getting money simply because she is a white person. There's nothing special about her. She didn't cure cancer. She didn't walk on the moon. She is getting it for not being empathetic. She's a non-empathetic white woman. And people are donating to her talking about free speech. You don't have free speech. You don't. What you have is speech that you can say and accountability that will come behind it. I want y'all to really think about this. We live in a country where George Zimmerman made money off of signing Arizona iced tea cans and Skittles bags after killing a black kid. We live in a country where Kyle Rittenhouse is looked at as a hero and still defended to this very day. We live in a country where Daniel Perry killed a man and is still walking free with his weapon. A racist pedophile. We live in a country where Daniel Penny has a six-figure job for choking a man to death. All four of them are white. All four of them are white. You can glom onto that glory that you think these four white men have, but it's hollow. It is very hollow. You can glom on to Shiloh Hendrix revealing her racism, but it's hollow. It means nothing. It's worthless. Moissanite. Fuck all. Excuse my French. It's worth nothing. Or you can finally look yourself in the mirror. Look past your skin and see your humanity. You can reject the Lee Atwater thinking by thinking of everyone all at once at the exact same time and finding solace in the knowledge that once you let go of whiteness. Exactly. Thank you, Michael. I have a patch now that says, "You're killing me, Smalls." I know. Once you look past that whiteness and you find humanity, you can change the way this country is. But you have to take that first step. And whiteness will tell you, you shouldn't, but your heart and your humanity will tell you, do it. That's the show, kids. If you like what I'm doing here and would like to support me, think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. For as little as $3 a month, you can help me continue to do what I do here. Yes, the barn now has internet. Guess what I'm doing today? between cutting the grass. Well, I'm cutting like at noon. I'm done. I'll be working on the barn, trying to get my shit up. But yes, the barn now has internet, and boy, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my black ass up in there and start recording. Man, it's gonna be great. But I would not be able to do it if it was not for my Patreons at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. I am telling you right now, once I'm operating in the barn at a full time, no, not AC yet, but that's coming. That is coming. So I will be operating from the barn, and literally every morning you will hear live from the barn. So thank you to my patrons. I'm going to start shouting you guys out every Friday. You know what I mean? It's Flag on the Play Friday, so I might as well go ahead and give out some love. Think about becoming a Patreon. Patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. This show is brought to you in part by Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online and check out some of the incredible skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. Smoothca.online. The show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you do not have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. Check out the gear and the clothing that we have over on Mel Excellence, melexcellence.com. And finally, the show is brought to you in part by Something Black Made. Go to somethingblackmade.com. Check out some of the incredible clothing that they have over there, including Letterman's jackets for all of you high school dropouts. Somethingblackmade.com. Remember, the Sound of Coffee shop is always open 24/7. We never close. Go to the Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. Look out for the Obama collection. Look out for the continuation of the Swole Meat collection. The Villains Guild collection is coming, as well as a t-shirt that basically says misunderstandings in furniture moving. And I might do the race fish shirt. I don't know. I'm still flipping coins to see whether or not I'll do it. So the Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. Remember, tonight, tune in on the radio, on GCPR for Heart to Heart with Pastor Clinton, a relationship expert. Get in there. Go to her Facebook page. I do believe it is Pastor Clinton. I will put that up someplace so that you guys get a chance to see it. Please go support her. Check her out. She is absolutely gorgeous and a beautiful human being. And on the YouTubes, is Rouse High Exalted with our special guest, Smoking Hot Mess. Jess, who the hell knows what we're going to be talking about tonight? I would love to put Rouse High Exalted on Substack. I haven't figured out how to do it just yet. I don't want it to be just me and no filthy cat comments. All right, Dave, no filthy cat comments. Okay, angry, no filthy cat comments. All right, don't do that. We are not doing any filthy cat comments. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pastor Clinton, and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the YouTubes. Rouse High Exalted. Woo! This has been one hell of a show. And it's all thanks to you guys. I keep telling y'all, I just get a chance to sit in front of a microphone and conduct this crazy ass train that is the Sound of Coffee. I love you guys. I say it all the time. And it's not hyperbole. It's not me kissing your ass. I simply love what I do. I'm serious. I didn't know I had this in me until I started. I didn't know. It has slowly, gradually built. It went from a YouTube page that only had a few videos on it to a TikTok page that grew exponentially. It grew bigger than I ever thought it would ever grow. It morphed from 6 people that believed in something until an organization called the Villains Guild. And it has built from being on Jeff Kennedy's show to having my own show to now having a radio station that I co-own. And I could not have done any of this without you guys. The fact that whatever the hell it is that I do on TikTok has translated into people coming in and wanting to listen to me every single morning I would call it a blessing, but I don't believe in those things. I won't say it's fate. It is simply you guys. I'm just a mouthpiece. I'm an old soldier with a bad mouth. But you guys have loved me, and I hope every single day I give that love back because damn it, I mean it. Damn it, I mean it. I love doing this. I love doing this show. This is the highlight of my day. And it is all because of you. All because of you. So I want every one of you to take a bow today. Please. Y'all are the best of the best of the best part of the Sound of Coffee. So, what is it we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. You can buy a t-shirt that says that, and you can put it on kids because it's actually acceptable. May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. I am the brutalist leader of the Villains Guild, and this has been The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Claw Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. Have a great, sweet, productive, loving, funny, incredible, inspiring day. I know you can do it because I believe in you. I am proud of you. Don't you ever think otherwise. Every one of you. Every one of you. I am so damn proud of you. Love, peace. Oh, and it's shade, baby. And it's shade. And hair grease. We'll see you guys in the morning.